Spoke about the cladding scandal, and I urged government to provide financial help for all leaseholders, and I meant all leaseholders, not just some. This week, we've had the Grenfell fire inquiry, and it's been taking place, and perhaps the most surprising thing I've heard coming out of this inquiry, and I've been looking at the news of it every day, have been the significant revelations that have been coming out, the most shocking of which being the admission from the boss of the company that supplied the cladding that his firm effectively knew that this cladding was dangerous, and despite this didn't tell anybody. Absolutely shocking. Now, as I have promised leaseholders, I want to make sure I keep doing my bit to raise awareness of this in the media. It's already being raised a great deal, but I'm stepping in and doing my bit as well. So I've been looking at what else could leaseholders possibly do. What other legal avenues could there be? Now, we know that property lawyers have been looking at a law called the Defective Premises Act 1972. Problem? Well, you have a 3-year timetable, and in most cases that's already expired, and that's been the issue that property lawyers have been having. Well, there's another law which falls more into my arena called the Consumer Protection Act. This is a 1987 law. Now, this law does expressly exclude buildings, but it does include building materials. And of course, cladding, in my mind, unless anyone corrects me, I think is a building material. So potentially there could be a claim. Now, there are some hurdles. I should quickly say what they are. First of all, there has to be an injury or damage to property. So an injury to a person, well, we all know what that is. There have been injuries in places like Grenfell, so that could be a way forward. Damage to property is more difficult. But let me leave you with this thought, because if the cladding devalues the property, and we know that is what's happening all over the place here, surely that's damage to property. Surely it's damaged your building and devalued your apartment, your flat. So there could be a way around that issue. The other issue is, like the other law, the Defective Premises Act, there is a 3-year limit. But the reason why I'm looking at this closely is because it seems to be that there's been concealment all over the place here. This inquiry this week has brought up concealment from the cladding company in relation to Grenfell. And when there's concealment, sometimes it's a way around a limitation under what we call the Limitations Act. The good thing about this law is that you can sue the manufacturer of the cladding or the distributor, in this case the building. So this could possibly be a way forward. Please don't run out and start suing yet. I'm still looking at it. It may well be that it's not a goer, this one, but I wanted to highlight it and give some glimmer of hope, and I'm going to look at this more and give you more of an update in the next week or so.